Good night, Mother. Oh, Mother, you could at least have eaten your soldiers.
Mrs. Rose doesn't need to see the nurse again. I saw her yesterday and the abscess has cleared up a treat, just a bit of scarring.
Okay, it's good, we're done.
Also, there were some patients I wanted to talk to George about. They want to know about alternative therapies.
Tell them to see George.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to, but if she's trying to cut her hours down so that she can look after Bracken more, then I wasn't sure if I should.
You're better off talking to George.
OK. Oh, poor old George looks worn out. Mind you, I suppose any of us would in her situation. Marriage a shambles, single parent, you know. Must be awful for her. Sorry, I shouldn't have...
Why? Because I'm the villain? Why shouldn't you talk about it? Yes, she's going through a tough time.
Did you come out without your shoes on?
No, I've been exercising. Watch this.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I can move the foot around, I mean, not much. I could do it yesterday. I did it once.
Well, you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Anyway, I'll get these to Vivian.
Post. Oh, have you heard from Lionel yet?
No.
Anything planned?
No.
You two had a bit of a tiff.
A tiff? What if we have? Has it really got anything to do with you?
No, just asking.
So, how can I help, Mr. Froome?
Well, it's Mother. She's been under the weather. Not her usual self.
Why couldn't she come here today? Is she too poorly?
Well, she refuses to accept that there's anything wrong. But if you could come out and see her, I'd be most grateful.
What's your mother's name?
Rosetta. Rosetta Froome. You see, she hasn't recovered from a recent bout of the flu. It's left her with pains in her back, and her appetite has diminished. She says she's fine, but that's utter nonsense.
Mr. Froome, your mother doesn't seem to be registered with us.
No, my mother has always been in robust health. She's never needed to see a physician.
Really? What, never?
Not never, ever, or whenever, or wherever.
Well, I can understand your concerns for your mother, Mr. Froome. I really think she ought to see me.
I shall tell her you said so.
Pick up the registration forms on your way out, and if your mother's condition gets any worse, give the surgery a call. But she needs to agree to see me, otherwise...
Of course. I see I shall have to be very firm with Mother. After all, it will be for her own good. And I hate to see her looking so very fragile. So kind of you to see me. Good day to you, Doctor.
Good day to you too, Mr. Froome.
When I first saw the note, I didn't know whether to call or not. I wanted to, but...
I just thought it might do me good to get away from here for the night.
Did it?
You can't get away from yourself, can you? We've got to be realistic.
Well, the consultant didn't say you couldn't have a baby, just that...
Just that I might not be able to go the full term, yeah, I know. It's not exactly promising, is it? Let's face it, even if I can conceive again, every which way the odds are stacked against me.
Well, it sounds like you're giving up already.
I just don't want to be living in hope every month. Checking my calendar and getting excited if I'm a day late and then the big letdown. And what would that do to us?
So what, we just forget about having a baby? Not at least try?
I will say, I did get pregnant again. I'd be so scared of losing it. I'm another one dying because I can't hold on to them. I can't protect them.
Mother, please put that hammer down.
I didn't mean to annoy you earlier on.
I know. And I didn't mean to snap.
But I know that it may seem as if I'm being nosy, but I'm not. I know you're not one for, you know...
Look, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. It's not what I do.
It's something to do with our generation.
Well, you don't seem to have a problem.
So, why haven't you seen Lionel?
It's not my fault. He stood me up.
When?
Yesterday. I was going to cook a meal at my house, and I had everything planned, right down to the last chocolate mint. Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, come on, tell me.
I felt excited. Ridiculous.
I can't find my call out list.
It's behind the counter under the diary.
Yeah, go on, you were saying.
Yes. Well, it was like déjà vu, you know, harking back to the old days when I used to play second fiddle to his wife. It made me feel...
Hey, has anyone seen the mop and bucket? I've got a patient back here who's brought for breakfast.
I'll get it.
Hello? Mr. Froome? Hello? Hello?
Doctor, I've been waiting for you. The lid wouldn't come off the beetroot jar, but it did eventually. I'm so pleased you could make it. Follow me. I didn't want it to be any of the other doctors. Mother is very particular about the company she keeps.
Yeah, sorry.
She refused to eat her lunch, so I simply had to call you. Please, after you.
Where are we going?
To the cellar.
The cellar.
That's where Mother's bedroom is. It's very nice, very homely. Rather splendid, actually. Mother! She must be asleep.
Could she come up here?
Oh, no. It's far too drafty. We wouldn't want her catching her death.
Mr. Froome, I've left something in the car. Sorry. I'll be right back. Archie, it's me.
Hi.
Oh, I can't do it.
Can't do what?
I can't go down in the cellar. It's like Norman Bates and his mother all over again. Why? are you laughing?
This is some kind of wind-up, right?
No. I've got a patient who lives in a funeral parlour and her bedroom is in the cellar. I don't want to go down there. I don't like cellars.
Melanie, calm down.
I don't even know if the patient exists. Her son is like really weird. I'm just freaking out, Archie.
All right, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a word with Joe, see if he can see the patient. Tell him that you don't feel safe and you don't want to go back in.
But I cannot see the patient. I mean, that's not right.
Yeah, but if you're worried about your safety...
No, look, it's fine. I'm just being stupid. It's my imagination working overtime.
Okay, well, if you're sure. But promise me you'll keep your phone handy, and if he touches you or anything happens, just give me a call, okay? Okay?
Okay. Thanks. Look, I better go. Bye.
Bye.
Get a grip. You'll be fine. Sorry I had to rush away.
It matters not. You're here now. That one's from Mr. Gossel, the dentist. A rather large man, but I think he'll be comfortable. Mother makes them. It's a dying art, you know.
Really?
Mother, we have a visitor.
Oh, wonderful. And who are you, my dear?
Dr. Bell.
Oh, Desmond, I am disappointed in you. I told you I didn't want to see a physician.
Oh, Mother, you must. You're very precious to me.
I'm sorry, my dear. You must think me very ungrateful and rude, but he's such a worry puss.
I understand that you've not been feeling too well.
I'll go.
I'll talk to you later.
Your son says that you haven't been eating properly.
I had a chill a little while ago, and it seems to have taken hold. When I cough, it hurts my back, and yes, I have lost my appetite.
Well, I think the best thing is for me to examine you, and then we can take it from there.
What taxi here?
I'm not a doorman. I don't know. Have a look.
You going out to lunch?
No, I'm off to see Kelly, my therapist. I'm going to up the ante.
It's here.
Well, don't overdo it.
No pain, no gain.
Why don't you come through to my room? We can finish what we were talking about earlier.
Thanks, sir. But no, I was talking nonsense anyway. We're short of milk. I won't be long.
I hope you don't mind my saying so, but you're very young to be a physician.
Not really.
Oh, no, it's good. Youth, enthusiasm, bright, fresh outlook. Such a tonic for an ailing patient.
Mrs. Froome, I think that your cold has developed into a chest infection, and there's a possibility that you may be suffering from pleurisy.
Pleurisy?
Yeah, but we can treat that with medication, but I will need you to go to St. Phil's for a chest x-ray.
A hospital?
With any luck, you'll only be there for an hour. You'll soon be home again.
Oh, well. If you think it's the best thing, then I suppose I must.
The sooner we get to diagnosis, the sooner we can treat it. Doesn't it bother you that there aren't any windows down here?
Oh, no, not at all. By the time I go to bed, it's dark and windows will be pointless. It's well ventilated and dry. Sitting room's just upstairs. Perfect arrangement.
What about your son?
Oh, he sleeps in the attic.
She's lovely.
She's a he.
Oh.
Boris. Yes. You're a darling, aren't you, my sweet?
How old is he?
About 40, I believe.
40 years old?
Yes, he passed over quite some time ago. Didn't you, Boris? Oh. No, it's all right, it's all right. It's only a power cut. We were warned. It's the second one we've had in the last 2 days. Where are you, my dear?
Archie. Archie. Archie.
The security belt must have been triggered by the power failure. Oh, come, my dear. You need a nice cup of rosehip tea. I do realize that these places can seem a little daunting, shall we say. Come on.
I thought I could have it all.
Me too.
Career, loving family, happy marriage. Had it all worked out. I used to pity women that were stuck at home with the kids with no career. Look at me now, smug cow.
Flash cars. Success. Having a good time. That's what was on my list. Important stuff, eh?
What about having a family? Was that on your list?
Well, if I'm being honest, no. But when you were pregnant, now you have it, now you don't. I can't take it all in. Some of it I don't want to.
It's going to take us a long time to get used to what's happened, but we'll have to. We've got no choice.
You know, some people try for years to have kids. There's us giving up in the first hurdle.
I've just lost our baby, Jimmy. It's a pretty big hurdle.
Get us a drink.
Did you find your telephone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've spoken to the surgery. I told them I'd be a bit delayed. Listen, I'm sorry about before. There's just something about cellars and coffins and enclosed spaces that...
We all have our fears, my dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Not here.
Is there a Mr. Froom?
Yes. He's not here anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, no, he didn't pass on. He ran off. The organist from the local church. And I was very glad to see the back of him. The business pastor, Desmond. He was born to be an undertaker.
You seem to get on really well.
We do. But he has his own life, which I've always encouraged. He was engaged only last year to a very nice young lady. But this is a difficult business for any young woman to want to be a part of.
Mm. Do you enjoy your work?
Oh, of course. It gives me huge satisfaction. Our visitors rely on us to make their last journey as dignified and as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, visitors. Are there any visitors here at the moment?
No, my dear. The resting place is at the back of the premises, but they all pop in to have a proper fitting. I insist. And I only use oak, not chipboard with plastic fittings, which seems to be the norm these days. It's outrageous. Oh, how many guineas for the consultation?
Guineas? Yes. Oh, no, it's free. It's NHS.
Really? How generous.
You both all right down here? The power cuts triggered the security bolts.
Yes, we know, dear. And yes, we're both quite all right.
Where did you just...
Laundry chute. It often comes in useful.
In emergencies.
The power will resume shortly, and then we shall have light.
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention this, but there are other ways of having a family.
You're talking about adoption?
Well, we could look into surrogacy.
I don't know, Jimmy. It's too soon.
But if it's the only way.
Jimmy, not now. Just give me some time.
How's it going?
Not bad. I'm putting about 2 or 3 hours a day. You know, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there.
That's far too much, Nick. You should keep to the schedule I gave you.
I need to see results.
And you will, in good time.
Yesterday I managed to move my foot around side to side. Got to admit, it's good.
It's got to be done in stages. Your muscles need building up bit by bit. You start overworking them now and it could put you back weeks.
And if I do it your way, I'm going to be talking to people's stomachs forever.
Oh, listen to Mr. Grumpy.
You love me, really.
Just get your kit off.
Goodbye, Mother. Mr. Porter will look after you.
It's just an X-ray. She won't be long, and I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, really.
Thank you. She is very dear to me.
That'll be it.
Dr. Bell, are you spoken for?
Spoken for? Yes. Yeah, I am.
Pity. You and I could have been good for business. Now, if you'll please excuse me, the chapel has visitors, and one must make every effort to make them feel at home.
Of course. Goodbye, Mr. Frooms.
You wanted to see me?
Come in, sit down.
Is it work? Because I'm busy, I can't stop.
Sit down.
What's this in aid of?
That's better. Help yourself. Now, you know that I can't go for very long without interfering at some point, so why haven't you spoken to Lionel?
Because I don't want to.
Why not?
Because he stood me up, and I'm not going down that road again.
Well, did he say why he couldn't make the meal?
Work.
Oh, Vivian, he's a consultant.
Please don't make excuses for him. It felt like the old days when I always came second to his wife. He sees me as a soft touch. He always has. He thinks he can come back into my life and it'll be hearts and roses. Well, it won't. I've toughened up, and about time too.
You have let him back into your life, so that must mean that you've got feelings for him.
Well, of course I do. I didn't end it because I didn't love him. I ended it because he wouldn't leave his wife. I know that sounds hard and selfish, but if you really, really love somebody, you would.
Would you have been happy if you had broken up his marriage?
I believe in marriage. It made me feel rotten.
Well, you can't really blame Lionel for not leaving his family, can you? And if he had, how would you have felt about that? And what kind of a man would it have made him? You know, things are different now, aren't they? He's divorced, he's a free man. And he wants you back in his life.
I've moved on. I don't need a man. I'm all right as I am. It took me years. They're a disruption.
Okay. If you could change things, would you wish you'd never met him?
I just don't want
to get hurt. Fine, well, stay at home then. Hide under the duvet. Won't be much of a life, though. Vivian, this could be your last chance at happiness. And okay, no, there are no guarantees that you won't get hurt. But life isn't such a ball at the moment, is it? So why not have one more go? Here.
That's good. Well done.
Oh, sorry.
That's enough for today.
A bit more.
No.
Just a few more steps.
Nick. No, that's enough. Are you okay?
I've bashed my hip.
Why didn't you stop when I told you to?
Because I'm sick of being told what to do. You sit one of these things, see how it feels. I'm sorry, Kelly, I'm sorry. Just being a kid.
It's not funny, Nick. You could have really hurt yourself. You have got to learn when to stop.
Never.
Hey, you all right? I thought you might call me. I was really worried about you.
Oh, Oh, yeah, the Frooms. No, I'm fine.
Huh.
Yeah, I just overreacted a bit, really. Well, but no, I mean, I didn't really, because he was quite scary, Archie, and his mother gave me such a fright, and then we went down in the cellar, and there's no windows or curtains, and the lights went out, and I couldn't get out the door, and there's a stuffed cat, but, you know, apart from that, it's fine, it's fine.
I was standing by to come to your rescue.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you didn't need me. You should be very proud of yourself.
Oh. As a modern 21st century woman, I should find that sexist and patronising.
Oh.
But I'll let you off on one condition.
Which is?
The nursery has a birth type, and apparently my child is a health and safety issue. You cannot take somebody's blood without their consent.
I don't feel very well.
We give the boozing gods a miss for a couple of days.
Oh, don't go. Oh, talk to me.
You've been overdoing it, and you've come a cropper.
An illicit affair is exposed in Diagnosis Murder, next here on BBC1.